And we're very blessed to have Annie around. And of course, Manisha and I will co-host together with our star of the day, which is Coach Sumana. So welcome, Sumana. So what I'm gonna
Hi
do is that
everyone.
I'll be passing the remaining time to our dearest Coach Sumana to teach you guys a healthy, cooking sessions.
Okay,
Passing to
great.
you.
Hi everyone. I'm Sumana and welcome to my kitchen.
Yay.
Okay. Um so I'm super excited to be here and a little nervous because this is my first time, but it's okay. Let's do this. All right. Now is this anybody's first time here today? If it is, welcome. And I hope that you pick up something from this session. Yes? Okay, shall we get started then? Today, as my flyer says, I will be making a quick and simple one pot dish. Why one pot dish is because sometimes I find time very challenging. Okay, so doing many things it takes up a lot of time and it's also a lot of cleaning up afterward. So I adapted my styles to be simple, nutritious, and easy and quick. All right. So I think I'm going to call this dish today tomato fish noodles. Okay. So let's get started. So I have my any can you spotlight the other one? Right. Okay. So I have my pot here, and I am going to turn on stove. Okay, which is there we go. So first of all, most cooking we need a bit of oil, and I'm going to only cook one portion today. So you just take note and adjust your portions accordingly. Okay. So I use corn oil, and because it's only one portion, I think we just need like maybe 1 teaspoon or less. Okay. And then I'm going to put just a tiny drop of sesame oil just for taste. Okay. Now we don't want to use too much sesame oil because it is though very tasty, it is a little bit fattening up. Okay. So we just put a little bit, that's maybe half a teaspoon there. Okay, and let it heat up a bit. Now, before that, let me show you what I have here. Okay, so if we turn this. Okay, so basically I have tomatoes, spring onions, ginger, tofu, and fish. So I'm going to be using fish today because white meat is something that is lighter, it's easier to digest, especially for dinner time. And for today's purpose, it's also a bit faster to cook. Okay, so we heated up the oil a little bit, and I'm going to put in the ginger. Okay, so I have sliced the ginger quite fine. Now I use a lot of ginger because I generally like the taste of it. Okay, and also people say that it's anti-inflammatory and stuff. I slice it fine because I like eating it. But if you are not keen on eating ginger and not so good at cutting, you can just smash it and put it in. Okay, and just fry it up till you get some sort of fragrant smell. Okay, and then after that, when you think that it's kind of done, you can put in some spring onions. Okay, now if you don't have spring onions, it's fine. You can also use like onions, garlic, or whatever you have in the fridge. It's not a problem, all right? I'm just going to stir it up a little bit.
From here looks very nice, Sumana.
Thank you, Manisha. Okay, I hope you can see inside there. So then I'm going to throw in the tomatoes. Now this portion is for an adult. Okay, so I cut the tomato wedges a bit bigger. But if you're feeding it to the kids, then maybe you want to dice it up a bit. And also because when it comes to kids, right, when the skin is smaller, it's easier for them to eat. You don't want to throw it away because it's also very nutritious. Okay, so we are just gonna dice a bit. And I'm sorry, I need to turn this on. Okay. Next
I
time you
smell it because my mom is also cooking.
you smell it. Okay, now, so you can, the wedges are a bit big, so it will take a bit long to fry up, okay? But you will normally want to just cook it till it's a bit soft and mushy. Now, it might cook faster if it were cubed, okay? I think this is all right because we're going to cook it down some more. Now, I'm going to put in vegetable stock, okay? So the vegetable stock I use is homemade. I do keep some stock in hand when I have time. So this particular vegetable stock is made from radishes, carrots, and onions. You can throw in some mushrooms if you want, if you're a fan of mushrooms, okay? If you don't have vegetable stock, chicken stock is also fine. And if you don't have time to make your own, you can, one, use water for this, it works. Or two, you can look for something in the stores. But of course, when looking for this, I would recommend that you look something that's lower in sodium. Okay? Because some vegetable stocks, some stocks in the market have a lot of MSG and salt in it, which is not very good for you. So I think most of the time it can be found in like organic sections. Okay, and there is also something called mushroom stock, which is quite good as well. So now we're just going to let this boil up for a minute. Okay, so actually I promised you a one pot dish, but actually there's one more step to this, is that we have to steam it because I'm using fish. All right, you can boil the fish, but I find that it affects the texture a little bit. Okay, so I would prefer to steam it, but it's up to you. So now, because this is a family meal, right, I need a bit of carbs for the rest of the family. Okay, so I choose mihun because it's rice noodles and it's easier to digest. Okay, so now we have noodles here, which I've already pre-soaked earlier. Okay. And then we're going to put in some vegetables. So any leafy green vegetable that you fancy will work. Like today is choy sam. You can use choy sam, bok choy, spinach, but spinach takes a bit longer to cook, so I don't really recommend that for this. Okay, we have spinach there. Oh, sorry, choy sam there. Then I'm just going to put in some tofu for extra protein. Oh, one more here. Okay, and then the fish on top. All right. So we're just going to put that aside. Now, of course, the more vegetables that you can put in, the better. Because like for those of you who are on 10 days program, you try to follow your Mickey Mouse portion. Now, so how this dish works, that it has carbs, it has protein, and it has your essential fibers. Now, for those of you on the 10 days program or what for dinner, you can omit the noodles for yourself and serve the rest. Okay?
Sumana, what kind of vegetables do you recommend to add for 10 days?
Okay, so green leafy vegetables are recommended. It's most probably the best. It's easy to cook and it has all the fibers that you need. So things like broccoli and cauliflower, also very tasty, lots of fiber, but it might give some of you gas. Okay, so if you know yourself, try to stay away from those. Okay, so we see this pot is boiling here. We are boiling here. Now, because I use stock, I don't have to boil it for so long. But if you're just using plain water, then try to boil it a bit longer to get the tomato flavor out of. Okay, then you need a little bit of salt, maybe a teaspoon or less, and you adjust to your liking. Okay. I put in a bit of soy sauce, also maybe 1 teaspoon for like that umami flavor. We just let it boil for a while. Okay. And taste a bit. Hot. Sorry, this one, no MSG, all right? Uncle Roger said MSG, but let's try to stay away from it, okay? MSG causes a lot of water retention, not nice. Tomorrow morning, your face puffy, okay? So it tastes very good, but you want your face to be pretty in the morning also, right? Okay, so we'll let that boil down. Now you want this flavor to be a bit on the richer side because once you steam it, there will be liquid from the fish and from the steam, and it will dilute it a little bit. Okay, so now I think that's done, and I need a pot holder. Just give me a second. So far quite simple, right?
Really looks like one pot cook. Super easy.
Actually, I promised you one pot, but this is two pot because there's a steaming vessel. So if actually what I do, because I am that shortcut, right? That lazy, I will actually steam it in the serving bowl. So I just put it on the table straight away. But if I'm cooking for the family, then I will prepare it in the serving dish. So that we have there. And then we drown everything inside. Okay, the tomatoes is good for you. And then now we're going to take a tour of my kitchen to the steamer. Okay, we're going for a walk. So this is my kitchen, and I have a steamer. Okay, so we're just gonna pop it inside here for about 10 minutes. And we're back here. So in the meantime, the fish is gonna take about 10 minutes to cook, and I will tell you a bit about my story then. So I started this program last year in September. Why? Because I was a little bit on the big side and turning 40. And then I was like thinking, oh, I wasn't feeling so good about myself, and I thought I should do something about it. Now, I was never really overweight in the first place, but that was till I had kids. After my second and third kid, I just couldn't lose the weight. And like some Chinese people say, breathe also get fat one. You know, I thought I ate right. I worked out 3 times a week, but nothing made a difference until I found my coach online. So since then, and now about 6 months later, I am 6 kgs lighter and 6% body fat lower, right? So that's me on the right. And next.
Coach Sumana, you mentioned also in your one pot meal, right? The other day, you said you can also turn it vegetarian or vegan. Do you want to share that with everyone?
Oh, okay, sure. So now if you are vegetarian, then we won't put fish or chicken, and you can replace it with tofu or you can replace it with eggs. Those are other very good protein options which are available, easily available. Now, if you're not particularly fond of fish, you can also use chicken, right? And in chicken is easier. You don't have to steam it. You just put everything in the pot and boil it and serve, right? Okay. So, next slide.
Yeah, you okay.
Next slide. So, like most of you here, I started off on the 10 Days Lean and Tone project, where we learn how to eat healthier and have a healthy, active lifestyle. Okay. And ever since then, I've actually picked up a lot of really good tips and good habits on how to live a cleaner lifestyle. And following which, I got such good results that I decided to continue on to our next level project, which is called the 8 Weeks Makeover Project. Now, you think level 1 is good, right? Level 2 will make you feel like a queen. Okay, so from there, we learn how to look better, feel happier, and then to end it off, we have a photo shoot where we get like a magazine cover photo shoot. We turn you into a supermodel for the day and give you a memento to take home and frame up on the wall. Okay, because you must document this. Now, following which, I was still very excited and I joined our 8 Weeks Body Transformation Challenge, which is ongoing now. And I'm super excited for the photo shoot next week. Now, the 8 Weeks Body Transformation Challenge is what we call our abs factory. So where we train you to work out better, eat even better, and have that super fit body. Okay? And at the same time, we also have a program for all you mummies out there. It's called the 21 Days Fit Mom Program. Now, this is more mummies who are expecting and already have children. And we teach you how to, we will guide you how to eat better and of course, prepare better meals for your family. Okay, Annie? So, as you know, this is the WXS Lifestyle Hub. So we have a range of programs for you all day, all week long. Okay, we start on Monday at 5 a.m. with our 5 a.m. club, where we start off the week with some stretches and positive mindset so that you can go all week long. Okay, then on Wednesdays, we have this healthy cooking session where all our wonderful coaches will share all the secret recipes with you. And of course, at the same time, we have workout sessions every morning and every evening to keep up for you. Because we know that nowadays with the COVID, right, we cannot really go out. So no problem. You can just work out from home. It's super fun. So, but for those of you who are comfortable going out, your areas are not so affected, we do have our physical fit clubs in the Klang Valley and Sabah. So please check in with your coaches to find out more. Okay? All right.
Yes. Are we ready with our steamed fish?
She didn't fish. Let me check. Okay.
Too excited to share her story.
Yes, so excited. I talk so fast. We actually have 5 minutes to go.
Okay, great. So far, any questions we want to know that actually before actually we get the whole cook
Yeah, while we wait.
meal? Yes. Any questions you want to ask? Like like just now Manisha was asking any replacement of for the vegan or vegetarian. So anything y'all want to know?
I'm curious about the vegetable broth. Could you share it a little bit more? Like, how do you cook it? Because, like, for me personally, I'm a very simple person. I basically really cook chicken breast and long beans and rice every single day. I can eat the same thing every day until right now. Get a bit fed up already. So I can see that your meals are so interesting. Could you share with us, like, just now you were mentioning the broth, right? Yeah.
Sometimes there are a few things that I like to keep ready stocked in the fridge, and one of it is pork. So I do have vegetable stock. Okay, vegetable stock I boil some radish, some carrots, some onions, and just roughly chop it up. Doesn't matter pretty or ugly. Just chop, throw into the pot and boil it for maybe 1 hour. Just put it on a medium heat and let it simmer for about an hour and cool it. And I store it in bottles in the freezer. So it should last as long as, well, it should last quite long.
Yeah, Coach Sumana, there is a question from Jimmy. Say that she don't have a steamer. How can she cook the fish?
Okay, so if you don't have like a steamer like mine, there is how they steam on the stove, right? You boil the water and you put on top. So that's one way. But if that's also too much work, no problem. Just now, like how I made the soup, right? So you actually just put the fish into the soup and cook it for a few minutes. Done. You put the vegetables, you put the noodles, you put the fish all into that pot earlier, and you can cover it and let it simmer for maybe 5 minutes, and you should be done. Now the cooking time will depend on how thick the fish is. Okay, so if you don't know, you ask the person that you buy your fish from. They usually can recommend to you what's. Yes.
Just now in the beginning that actually Coach Sumana, you are putting the corn oil. Can we have others oil instead? Like the olive will be actually makes difference.
Okay, olive oil is a lot lighter in calories, but then I don't use it for this because it does have a little bit of a distinct flavor and might not go well. But that being said, you can. There's also grapeseed oil, which is very light. You can also use that. Okay.
Great.
I don't use corn oil. I actually use vegetable oil. Right? Okay. Now let me just pull that out.
Excited.
So hungry. I want
Yeah,
to
like,
eat porridge.
Can you imagine the smell of sesame oil and ginger together? It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
wow.
The smell?
Yeah, but I never
Immediately
thought
we
that
can
you
get
can
the
put
smell
into
already.
like a, you know, like
Thơm nè.
Yeah, it's coming.
Hôi hương leh.
Let's
moments of truth.
Okay. There we go.
wow.
There you go. And then if you have spring onion, you can sprinkle some on top because I believe that you also eat with your eyes. All right. So if your food looks good, it will taste even better. So that's sprinkle, and it's ready to serve. Just beware of hot.
Okay, 1 minute. I will going to capture the photo and share to more people. Yeah. Wait. Okay. Too many comments. I can't capture. Okay. Oh yeah.
Why?
Yep. Any questions?
Any questions? If not, we have
That
to.
tastes good. I want to try. Next round you cook for us, huh?
After all this pandemic is over, we can have a shake party at our nearest fit club where our wonderful coaches can do some live cooking demo. Because I tell you, people, we have amazing coaches. Okay, they cook the most wonderful things and they make the most delicious desserts, and all will get that one.
Great.
Okay,
So,
now
shall we take a photo with that? So we have to show how it looks like.
I don't know how to take with you and with me and
It's okay.
so
So let's try to see how.
okay, I can't hold this.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just
Too
put
hot
it
for
in
you.
yeah, you can just put it there.
On the table, so I will capture with that.
Okay, I'm gonna put it there.
Yeah, the next camera can just show it too.
Yes. Okay, everyone on the camera. So we take a photo with the dish. So yummy dish. Okay, pose 1, 2, 3. So one more, I will actually highlight on more on the dish. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yay, nice.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Coach Sumana, for a
So
wonderful.
there, okay, I didn't take up a lot of time. So I hope everybody has a wonderful dinner. And for those of you breaking fast, selamat berbuka puasa. And after your dinner, don't forget to join Coach Melina at 8 o'clock for her workout session. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
Sumana.
Somebody asked me to eat it. It's a bit
Yeah.
hard,
Shall
so
you?
I will
So you show
tell
us.
Aya.
Mukbang.
Okay, you know what? It's a bit hard to eat, but I
Yeah.
will show you if the fish is cooked. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thanks,
so that's the
Coach.
fish. So it's all good. It's cooked. It's not pink inside. It is done. I eat sayur.
Yay.
Because actually I already had dinner. Yeah. It's so beautiful, but not sayur.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone, and